Hey everyone, today we'll be finishing off the story. No preamble, and Discord is down so I couldn't notify anyone on my server, sadly, but it's fine, I guess. I just want to finish the story and then play Final Fantasy. No, the story's actually good. Let's close this title card and make our way downtown to the story. Starting a bit early since I have nothing to do right now, but it's fine. So we will be finishing off with episode 6, which is the final episode, as well as the epilogue, which is not an episode, but still a lot of parts. I think episode 6 is 2 parts and the epilogue is 3 parts, but we'll see. How am I right now? Oh, thank you for asking. Ween. I'm just gonna call you Ween. Yeah, I'm good. Just, hi, should I say in the Discord server I watch your stream? You don't have to promote my stuff like that. I'm actually a bit, what's it called? Shy is not the word, but it's like, I kind of don't feel super encouraged to promote my own stuff, so I only kind of do it in my server where, you know, it's my server, so whatever. And also, oh, never mind. Let's just begin the story and I'll tell you more about it. But yeah. You hear it all the time. It must have been the fairies. 4 a.m. again there. I mean, it's not like it would change times for you. But thank you for joining us again, Vivid. Always nice to see your commentary and your excitement with Leet. Hello, Azinu. Nice to see you again for the 4th day in a row. Or was it 3 days? I think I only saw you in part 1. Yeah, I'm being too micromanagey. Let's continue. For example, when someone finds that their gardens is miraculously weed-free, they will soon attribute the deed to the fairy folk, then praise their meddling neighbor. Oh, so I accidentally touched my wire. Let me know if my voice suddenly changed. Hey, it's Kushi. When a plague starts spreading among the local population, people are quick to blame it on Fakin. They hear a dog howl and claim it was a fairy dog that cursed them with the illness. And this is Leanne and she. When a young poet is met with an untimely death, everyone prefers to say they were kidnapped by fairies rather than accept the cruel truth. And wait, is that Ikutoshi? Ikutoshi is a fairy? The fuck? I didn't know that. When an unwanted baby is born, the parents claim that it is not truly their child but a changeling, all to appease their own guilt. A fairy switched the baby. Oh, that's so sad. No, he's not a fairy, but they're saying he might as well be a part of the stories of a fairy. You mark my words. The creature's true family lives elsewhere, happy to be rid of it. Let's move the mic back a bit. Humans have long used fairies as a means of explaining away mysteries, tragedies, and even their own shortcomings. For some reason, it makes it easier for them to accept their fates and weaknesses. And so, such beliefs were propped up as logical, and their consequences neatly explained away. His artifact is from Epilogue. Neat. I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw all events with Ikutoshi, but I don't think he really mentioned his sacred artifact that much. So, then again, there are some real lore hunters in the wiki. Those strange things did not occur because of the fairies' meddling, of course, but were simply blamed on their mischievous ways. Ironically enough, however, these beliefs came to grant the fairies power, eventually creating the wish-granting fairies and changelings who were originally mere flights of fancy. Again, in the world of Housamo, belief empowering reality. Thus, an entire world was spawned from a single contradiction, Tir Nanag, home of the myriad of fairy folk. However, very few fairies are likely aware of what their powers can achieve. For instance, it is doubtful whether any fairy has considered this conundrum. If Tirnanog is the place in which the impossible dreams of humans are made real, then what of the impossible dreams of the fairy realm? Where will they be realized? The only ones with the answer to that question are the kings who shoulder Tirnanog's eternity, and even then, only a select few. Ketchi or his superior or predecessor, Grimalkin, as well as Balor. Among those in the know are Balor, King of Giants, and Grimalkin, King of the Pixie Cats. I keep on saying these things before the game says them. Maybe I should just shut up. Both carry the weights of their people's wishes on their shoulders, wishes that even changeling powers cannot grant. What's more, Tirnanog's existence is dependent on its ruler's willingness to shoulder such a burden. However, simply taking on these wishes is not enough. Over time, the rulers are forced to twist these desires into wrongs, blameless ones, but wrongs nonetheless. That is not a pretty fate, and this is why many rulers elect to drive their successor from the fairy realm rather than have them go through that. Little does Ketchi know, but this is precisely what happened to him. He was driven out by Grimalkin? Wishes that even changeling powers cannot grant. The rulers are forced to twist those desires into wrongs. Okay, this game's creeping up. I'm just wondering right now, I'm trying to look in why these wishes have to be warped. Yeah, I don't really get it, why they have to be warped. Is it because they're not able to grant the wishes, so they have to be warped in a way that they can be granted? But anyways, it seems that the preceding kings are usually it seems in Ketchi's case he's been driven out of the world to prevent taking up that burden.
Oh, your Majesty, Grimalkin. I feel like I've spent half my life staring wistfully up at your regal form.
Oh.
You embody everything a ruler should be. You care for your country and your people, not to mention your mastery over the great magic. For as long as you've occupied the throne, you've kept our people safe, despite all the struggles that come with living in a world populated by a variety of different species. You're everything I want to be, everything I should be. But I don't see myself ever living up to your legacy. You're basically omnipotent, omniscient. You've achieved things on your own that even 10 of me couldn't make happen. I'm not even sure how much time has passed since I ran away. But I've been working really hard to be worthy of fulfilling your patterns. Magic's beyond me, so I learned how to do magic tricks instead. Still, I can't help but feel like I'll never be good enough no matter how hard I try. Maybe I'm just not meant to be a ruler.
Wishes are limited by the world, like powers of world destruction, like except Shiva's. I guess are you saying that it's just a function of the laws of the world that they're limited? I guess that's one way to look at it. There's a lot of things that are explicitly said in Housamo, but there's also a lot of things that you're just gonna have to infer when it comes to lore.
Recently, someone told me that I should just get others to help me with whatever it is I'm lacking. But I couldn't help but think that a good king doesn't need outside help. And I mean, if I were really meant to rule, wouldn't I be perfect already?
Oh, I feel like Ketchi. Oh. Sad music sounding. Final episode, Festival of Showstopper, the Happy Illusion.
This place has been crowded since the festival started, and every day I keep thinking, it can't get any more packed than this. But then it does. There aren't many events left on the schedule, but the crowd isn't thinning a bit. It seems everyone's having too much fun.
The final event will be Kachi's magic show, correct?
This will be our chance to harvest the greatest amount of happy power yet. At least, that's the idea.
We will just have to trust that our friends will help him make it a roaring success.
Yeah, Moritaka, have a little face. Of course, no one makes a better team than my partner and me, but Ryota will do fine. Yes, I'm sure those two have a situation under control. Although, if Ryota's plan does take flight, we might find ourselves in need of a few extra paws. Hands.
Oh, bye.
Huh? What's up, Moritaka?
Oh, nothing. I just noticed the moon. It's so full and beautiful tonight.
There was no moon in that image. Okay.
Wow, there's still heaps of time before the show, but the seats are almost full.
Your magic show is drawing the biggest crowd yet. This is going to be one heck of a finale. We still have the Fairy Springs event planned for tonight, but your magic show will mark the end of the festival. The end of the show will coincide with a grand fireworks display. I'm sure it will only add to the evening's magic.
Whoa. You're going to be performing on the central stage in front of all these people. Sounds like my worst nightmare.
Guys, I'm sure y'all mean well, but you're freaking out poor little Kachi. I'm so nervous.
Don't performers have to trick for times like this? Something about imagining the audience without tails? Are you sure you don't want to give Ryota's idea a try, Kachi?
I'll admit, it's certainly a bit extravagant and, wild, but I think it has a real chance of working out. This is for free speaking, god damn it.
I'll admit, it's certainly a bit extravagant and, wild, but I think it has a chance of working out. After all, it combines the best of us, all of us here, Tezcali Poco's flawless marksmanship and audacious showmanship.
Oh, he was talking about mixing drinks, really. I guess he's talking about mixing all of our contributions this time.
We chose town for quick reactions, particularly in catching fish.
Ryota's incredible... I can't believe they actually are commenting on that.
Some capacity and comedic flair.
After naming each of your friends in turn, Furufumi finally turns to you.
And the bafflingly virtuous nature of our very own trouble magnet, Arathan. Yes, friends, with friends like these existing you, your magic show is sure to be a hit, Kachi.
Hey, you forgot to mention your own towns. Predictions, fast stories, and knowledge, you're definitely on the team, Furufumi.
Yes, well, at any rate. I do believe a unique cast like this could more easily cater to a crowd of that size.
Are you done? Because I've got a bone to pick with you. I've got way more tricks up my sleeves than just catching fish. I, for one, would be delighted to participate in this show alongside you, my friend. However, there is something you must keep in mind, Kachi. While harvesting happy power is one of our main objectives, the show has a greater meaning for you. Your choice will have more implications for your future in Tirananog than you realize. There is a guest here tonight who wishes to show you what your future will look like, depending on whether you choose to return and become king or to remain here. Who's this guest? Definitely not Gurmilkin, because he doesn't have a sprite, unless he's gonna be like a spriteless voiced character. Who indeed?
Well, it's up to you, Kachi.
When is he getting speaking lights?
Thank you for your offering to help me, everyone. I know some kings have chosen to rule with the help of others, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I want to try and live up to my ideal. I want to be the best king I can while striving for perfection.
I might not be as great as His Majesty Grummelkin, but I want to bring myself as close as possible to his example. So, I decided I'm going to do this magic show on my own.
I see. This Grummelkin must be quite the king.
He really is. I've never met a cat who doesn't want to be like him. He inspires us all. And I can't overstate just how powerful his magic is. He can't make anything happen with a wave of his paw. Without him, we cats never would have been able to have a realm called our own.
Alright, you've made your point. We understand that this king is powerful and impressive. He must be really something if he's held onto his territory through all of that conflict. Okay, but if you want to be the best king you can be, shouldn't you be figuring out who you are instead of copying someone else?
I know perfection isn't really achievable, especially for a cat like me. But following Grummelkin's paw prints has always been my dream. Even if it's hopeless, I don't want to give up.
Aww. Like everyone present, you cannot help but stare at Ketchy as he cries out. What's the matter with Tashta? Cat got his tongue?
I will aim for perfection, because that's required of King Grummelkin's successor. I won't even let myself take the throne if I can't at least obtain greater strength and magic than I have now. I don't want to have someone else make up for my faults for me. I want to take responsibility.
Ketchy. If that's how you feel. It's modification time. How many times do I have to suggest it before you agree?
It's the obvious solution to all your problems.
Tosh, stop, please. This is a serious conversation. No need to shout. I couldn't help myself. I just realized the reason why you haven't been able to get Ketchy's problems out of my head. Oh? And you think you can help him, do you? Tezcatlipoca glances at Tashta and chuckles, his eyes full of pity.
I've already told you, Tashta.
What's so wrong with being given something you don't possess? That's what modifications are for. That's what I bid for. And watching you struggle while I have a solution right here is torture. I just can't leave you be. This time, I won't take no for an answer. I'm going to make you powerful enough to rival the current king.
But Tashta, I want to do this on my own.
Are you sure? How long do you think it will take you to reach your ideal? And well, if it really is unattainable?
That's...
As far as I'm concerned, there is no time to waste. You could be struck down by illness or misfortune at any moment. Why take that chance when I can give you everything you are lacking right now? Isn't he forthcoming?
If that's what it'll take to be like King Grummelkin, then I guess.
You're finally seeing sense, my friend. Now, come with me. I will give you access to powers beyond magic, just as potent. Alright. Don't listen to him, Ketchy. I'm sure you can do this.
Hold on, Ketchy.
I want to tell you something. There's more to my idea than what 43 makes in. If you'll just hear me out, I'm sure. Whoa! Oh, very forthcoming. Ryota leaps back in surprise as a wall of fire springs up in front of him, preventing him from chasing after Ketchy. Within the swirling flames, you see the coiled shape of Tashta's serpentine companion, Vritra. Sorry, but I can't have you spoiling things. This modification's happening whether you support it or not.
Huh? We can't just let him take Ketchy.
I agree. At this rate, the final stage of my Happy Part collection plan will fall to pieces. Oh, so that's your biggest priority, huh? I'm not so heartless as you make me out to be, Licho. Look at him. Does Ketchy look happy to you? He might not be happy now, but I'll make him happy. Just sit back and watch, my friend. You have nothing to worry about. Tell me something, Ketchy.
Do you really need that power? Is that what you really want?
Ryota?
Because if so, then why did you choose to learn magic tricks? You could have studied something way more powerful.
Enough. I'm looking forward to this, and I will not let you ruin it for me.
Harrison, help!
Alright. Ketchy shouldn't be rushed into this. Stop me. Well, that's not going to happen. I'm going to empower this kid beyond his wildest dreams. Taking pity on the weak, like my poor Vritra, is my calling. This time, I will succeed. And this time, the result will be happiness. You would do well not to interfere, for your own sakes. Friends or not, I will throw all I have at you. Time for gut spam. And you will soon find out, once anchored, I, Taishta, manufactured live, and Vritra, copy of the enveloper, cannot be eluded. There is no escape. Yeah, very, very, very forthcoming of Taishta. Like, I know he even asked, like, Toscali Boca, and then he kind of just went along with it in terms of rebuilding his weaker body, but in this case, he's just, like, kind of pushing what he believes to be right on him. What's called Kachi. Not that there's something necessarily wrong with that. You know, sometimes some people need a push, but it's just... we'll see how the story turns out. Hello, Edwin. Nice to see you. Again. I think this is the second time I noted you. But yeah, we are just continuing into episode 1. We just finished the first part of episode 1's part 1. Episode 1. Episode 6 is part 1. Yeah, and then battle sequence happened, and now we're just waiting. In Divaloka, creation, sustainment, and destruction continue in an endless cycle. The role of maintaining this cycle rests on the shoulders of the Trinity of the present age. Once in this world lived a man who was lauded as the sun. His name was Tashta, and he had the power to create life itself. He created many creatures, but of them all, his favorite was the one he had dubbed his son. Furitra. Then one day, okay, probably not Furitra then. Then one day, Tashta's son was destroyed and stolen from him. Tashta was devastated and could not help but blame himself for the tragedy. If only he had made his son stronger, he thought, he might have survived. If only he, Tashta, had done a better job. For many moons following this realization, Tashta dedicated himself to researching his craft. How could he make his creations tougher, stronger? How could he get his revenge on the one who had taken his son's life? Eventually, he found his answers. He created a new son and named him Vritra, closer of the path. Yet what he had truly created was Garbapati, a shell, to hold a target and let it be reborn into a new form. Behold, my new improved form. It's Toshta 2.0. Tosh 2.0. Okay. If anyone actually recognized that show, it was a kind of a weird thing that was on TV for a while. You watch on, aghast, as Vritra swallows Tashta whole and spits him back out again. As he finds his feet, Tasha creates another line of flame, blocking your path forward. That is truly nothing my modifications cannot achieve. Now, onward, Vritra. There is so much more to be done. He can breathe fire now. How are you meant to get through? Can his mods really do anything? Skyrim modders would agree. You certainly know how to make things interesting, son of Devaloka. I'm impressed. Damn it. Guess he wasn't all talk after all. What are we gonna do? At this rate, we're gonna have to fight him for real. Kachi, do you really intend to deny our aid and accept this modification thing? At the end of the day, it's up to you. I don't think any choice you make is wrong, so long as the decision is truly yours.
You know, hearing you come out with all this wisdom really makes me feel like I should read more. What book was that from?
I thought of it myself, actually, just now.
Well, you've got a point. I never really wanted this in the...
Oh, hush now. You don't know what you're saying. Your friends will be waiting for you on the other side of those flames. Come with me, Kachi. I will make you invincible. I will...
Abracadabra! Magical magic! Out of the fire and into the crowd. From danger to safety. I'll turn things around. Ta-da!
Huh? As you watch, the flames become obscured by a thick wall of smoke. When it clears... They're gone! Did you see that, Vritra? What an incredible magic trick! But alas, it's not enough to heal my broken heart. Why, Kachi? I thought you'd finally had sense.
Sorry, Tasha, but I'm turning down your help for the same reason I turned down Mirta's idea.
I don't understand. Don't you want powers as potent as the real magic?
That's okay. You don't have to understand. I appreciate that you're trying to help me, but I've made up my mind.
Well, sometimes, no matter how much you try, you can't really fully understand a person. And, you know, it's nice I want to help out, but sometimes they just gotta do what they gotta do.
If I can't find my way to becoming an ideal ruler on my own strength, then as far as I'm concerned, I was never worthy of the throne.
Having said his piece, Kachi turns tail and heads toward the stage. It is almost time for the magic show to begin.
See you after the show, Tasha. This will be my last performance as a magician, but I'm just gonna make it my best one yet.
But... No, never mind. If he truly doesn't wish to be modified, then I have no choice but to accept his decision. What am I to do now, Vritra? I'm afraid I've alienated myself from the rest of the group. But I suppose what's done is done. Perhaps it can be undone. Why don't you vindicate your talents by modifying me? Who dis? New phone. What? Oh, it's Grimlikin! Probably. Oh, so when I was doing the Evo quest, I just assumed that was like Shadow Catchy or something, but in reality, it's actually just Grimlikin, who has the exact same design, but is evil. So yeah, it really was Grimlikin in the crowd watching him.
Greetings!
Catchy? How'd we get here? These stalls weren't here before. We were just on the central stage. I guess Kachi must have used one of his magic tricks to get us to safety. But how? There's some sort of mechanism on the ground here. I'm surprised I didn't notice it before.
What the heck? Where's Kachi?
He stood us away before we had a chance to hear his decision. Regardless, I'm afraid the magic show will have to be cancelled. It would seem it's too late for that. Look, the show is already starting. We better get over there, quick. moving on to episode 6, part 2. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, I'm a bit sheepish when it comes to self-promotion, so I just generally don't do that except for in my own servers, since, you know, if people are joining my servers, then I get to do what I want in my server. And also my Twitter, because, like, you know, if I don't really use my Twitter for anything else besides browsing some stuff, so might as well. So yeah, you do not have to do anything like that, Prisma. No worries. Hope you are still alive somehow and not completely dead vivid. Since you mentioned it earlier, is Discord also down for you now? Right now I haven't checked, but directly before the stream, I tried, you know, doing my usual, I'm about to stream in my server, and then it was just like, it refused to send. And I also tried talking to someone else about something unrelated, and that also didn't send, so... Discord's been acting kind of fucky-wucky in the past couple hours, so I don't know what's up with that. You were. Well, fine, let me just do this for a second. This is the world of Tiranaag, home to fairykin of all kinds, such as giants, dwarves, and pixie cats. Of this last group, I am called King. I have used my many powers to protect our small nation for a very, very long time. There is not a doubt in my any cat's mind that can grant their wishes. Their belief in me is the true source of my power. This is Grimmelkin speaking, most likely.
And so, every single time a powerful enemy has appeared before us, I've grown powerful enough to drive them off. After all, this is a world where dreams are made real. It is only natural that the wishes of my people have changed me. They have made me stronger, faster, more eagle and majestic. Day by day, the weight of their desires have grown heavier and heavier, reshaping my physical form accordingly. I became nothing more than their ideal ruler. However, over time, I have grown old and weary. My physical being is approaching its limits. Furthermore, it would seem I am not as irreplaceable as I had imagined, for a kitten who was to be my successor appeared before me one day. Of course, how could I forget? Nothing in our pharaoh of Tiranaag is truly irreplaceable. It was painful to witness my successor's enthusiasm and blind admiration for my deeds, while knowing nothing of the reality of the position that would soon be his. Then came the day of his coronation, or the changeling ceremony. In short, I had to transfer onto my rule, my throne, and my fate. I pitied him. The thought of this young tomcat experiencing all that I have until he too grew old and weary, and had to pass this weighty crown on to someone else, made my heart heavy. But then, before the ceremony could be conducted, he ran away. For some reason, I found this turn of events very funny. I laughed. Or tried to anyway. For you see, old and grave as I've become, my whiskers have long forgotten how to twitch with mirth.
Well, fine. I'd rather help others than self-promote. Discord has some issues right now. Yeah, I see. No, well said, well said. Discord's acting whack, but it's fine. I'm sure, maybe, possibly, after the stream, it might be fixed. Maybe. Whew. We made it. At least we'll be able to watch most of the show. But would you look at this crowd? This is definitely what you call sea people, huh? Don't look now, but a few familiar faces are coming this way. Well, this is a surprise. I thought you'd be backstage. Yeah? What are you doing here? Weren't you supposed to be helping Ketchy? Yeah, well, things didn't go exactly as planned. Anyway, how much of the show did you miss? Ah, it's only just begun. Yes, you have missed very little. Aw, he's so cute! No offense, Ketchy, but it's not as exciting as they hyped it to be. Oh no! Is that what they're getting at? Oh no! Oh, that's so sad. It's not really Ketchy's fault. Considering the nature of the audience, we probably should have seen this coming. You'll have a hard time finding anyone here who isn't a nappies or a transient. These people are used to seeing the incredible on the daily, so it's difficult to impress them. Who cares about the audience? Ketchy just has to make his tricks flashier. Maybe, but I don't think he's really interested in doing something like that. What? Can you elaborate? I mean, he's got his own code to follow, you know? Something he can be proud of. Now, my beloved audience, prepare to be mystified by the most impressive magic trick yet. Are you ready? On my count. 3, 2, meow! No! No! It's going wrong! What's going on? The fireworks are meant to go off on my signal. No! This is so bad. No, Ketchy. Uh-oh. He's frozen up. Do you think something went wrong? Eek! Something's fuzzy's touching me like, is that you, Hanwan? Cut it out. Yeah, Hanwan, I'm way too ticklish. It's not me. Or it is, they're playing with my tail too. Huh? Meow. 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 It's a good thing I locked my door. That's all I can say about that. Hey, who let all these cats in here? Meow. Wait, cats are speaking? Where'd these tall chairs come from? What happened to our festival decorations? What's going on? They're not just any cats. They can talk. Is this part of the show? And some really precise dubbing. What a fascinating instrument you have here with you, young lady. Perhaps you would care to share your knowledge with our humble band? Feline bards, I see. Oh my gosh! Yes! You have so much in common, and I bet that thingamajig you've got there plays some sweet tunes too. What are all these humans and other species doing here, and in such numbers? I don't understand. One month here, we're enjoying ourselves at the festival. Next, we're here. I'm unsure how this occurred, but I must say, I find this very charming. Oh? Surely you don't find these creatures nearly as charming as me. Yes, you're right. Shut up. Does this mean... Not at all. What happened? How did all these pixies get here? The darkness is my domain, and so I know this feeling all too well. There can be no mistake. Something stirs under the light of the full moon, disturbing the air around it. Beware, my friends. It comes. It comes. Huh? When did Ketchy get over there? Wait. Well, I'll be. That magician created a copy of himself. Whoa, this is shaping up to be a really good magic show. Shh, keep it down, you two. I can't hear what he's saying over your loud voices. Who's that? And what does he look like me?
I can't quite put my paw on it, but there's something familiar about the way he holds himself. Greetings, Sketchy. How are you this evening? No way! I know that voice. It's... Yes, it is I, your king. For those who do not know me, my name is Grimilkin. I am the Black Cat of the Witch, source of the great magic, and one of the kings of Tirnanag. Oh dear. Now there are two little black cats. I wonder what's become of the magic show. Look, is that truly your king? And beside him, is that not his successor, Ketchi? Oh my, I did not see you there. Would you happen to be friends of Ketchi's? Your Majesty, Grimilkin. Oh, why? Oh, what's going on? I'm merely fulfilling your wish, Ketchi. I appear before you tonight as the ideal king you aspire to be. Of course, this body is merely an adaptation, a modification, if you will, provided as a kindly passerby. Wait, a modification? You don't mean, say... My apologies, Your Majesty, but none of this is making any sense. How do you even get here? Tut. You ought to have paid more attention during lessons. On nights of the full moon, your belief in fairies is heightened, and a stench of death fills the air. Yes, when these three conditions are fulfilled, it means the onset of Walpurgis Night, when witches and their black cats familiars move freely between realms. The shadowy feline throws a paw up at the inky sky, indicating the moon hanging full and pale in the darkness. Okay, but where's your witch? What are you saying? Tonight's Walpurgis Night? I am. The boundaries between this world and our very realm have weakened, allowing the change in ritual to take place. Huh? You mean something's going to be switched? Yes. Suffice to say, your coronation can be carried out at last. Oh, are you unhappy with this idea? Do you not want to be king? I pray that I am wrong, for that would be most disappointing to hear. I have grown old, you see, and weary of carrying the weight of our people's expectations on my shoulders. Their wishes have changed me utterly. I've become an ideal king, a shining example of perfection, and the most powerful sorcerer of all time, but not of my own volition. I've been pushed beyond even my boundless limits. That is why you're brought to me. You're needed. But I'm not ready to be king yet. I mean, I haven't even finished my magic show. Oh, Ketchi's so cute. Pressing matters here, Ketchi. Come on. Don't be cute. Okay, he's too cute. Never mind. You're no longer a concern of mine. There is something else I must do here, in my capacity as the King of Cats. Now, witness Grimilkin's great magic. The elements are mine to command. Lightning! Crackle! Heed me, non-feline members of the audience. As of this moment, this place is my domain, an extension of the Pixie Cat realm. You had better treat my people with respect they deserve, or you'll be punished severely. Whoa, that cat just created lightning. Jikaro, I want you to ready to move on my signal. If things turn south, you're to evacuate civilians immediately. Yes, sir. Do you know what we're dealing here with here, Master Hogan? Oh no, this isn't looking very good. You really meowed to run when you still can. Pray tell. Pray tell, why is that? My whistles never lie, my dear. He might have changed forms, but His Majesty Grimilkin is just as powerful as ever. To all my non-feeling guests, I have an announcement to make. First, for those who missed my declaration earlier, know that you now stand in Tirnanag, specifically, as I have claimed this area as my domain, the realm of the Pixie Cats. Well, I appreciate your patronage. I'm afraid it's time for all of you to leave. Should you resist? Well, here's a little taste. Run! Everyone! You have to get away! Grummelkin is going to use his great magic!
Did the music die, or was that just bad timing from the game?
Yeah?
Oh, no, just switched.
Let everything in my past be cleared. Grummelkin paw! No! The giant bomb would be cute if it hadn't just knocked the wind out of me. But burn everything in my past smithereens. Grummelkin beam!
What the heck?
Ouch! That's hot. Some sort of cats have laser beam eyes.
For real? So this is Grummelkin's great magic. Those attack names are kind of cute, but they're way too powerful. I don't know about that.
No. That's all wrong. This isn't King Grummelkin's magic. What in the realms happened to you, Your Majesty?
Oh, what's wrong? Can't stand the sight of a modified pearl reflection. Oh, I'm so talented, I think I'm gonna pat myself on the back. It scares me sometimes. Tashta! Figured you had answers. I knew you were a mad scientist.
Tashta! What have you done to King Grummelkin?
I modified him, of course. What else can I even do? It was a bit of a rush job, but I'm very pleased with the result. Well, at least his Eva makes more sense. With him, changing people to a short range. I started by injecting him with a little anti-aging soma that extended his lifespan quite a bit, but that's not all. I also used my life-creating powers to enable him to harness the might of the sun. Then to top it off, I added the paw enlarger and laser beam eyes. And voila, a masterpiece was born. Wait a second. Anti-aging soma. Okay, so we talked about this in the previous episode. Or they did, rather. The soma is the food stuff of Nivaloka, which is like aspected to the sun of some kind, but also like is full of life. And the fairies feed on death, so there would be some kind of contradiction here happening if, you fed the fairies these life-giving foods. Let me just reread this.
I'm grateful for your efforts, Tasha. I am truly perfect, meow.
I said the pun, even if it wasn't there. That was actually an accident.
Oh, shucks.
It's really nice to hear you say that. Makes all that effort we put in feel worthwhile. Right, Veditra?
Nice for you. Now, as for my next request...
Oh, yes?
Get out of here! This is the feline restricted territory. Remove him from my sight. Grummelkin Typhoon!
Whoa!
Tashta!
Unbelievable. This is the things I get for modding you. Oh? Please don't look at me like that. I really can't turn someone who asks me to modify them. It's just not in my nature. However, I must admit to feeling rather guilty. It seems I made a mistake. See? I can admit it.
I'm out of patience. Blast them all away. Grummelkin Missile. What the fuck are these names? Grummelkin Forget Beam. Run while you can. So long as I am king of my people, they shall be invincible. That is what it means to rule. You shall trespass upon our territory no longer.
He got bonked. He did. Grummelkin's rage is palpable, like heat haze in the air. Staff and festival goers alike tremble with fear before him.
Why are you doing this, Your Majesty? Why? Oh, what a foolish question. Protecting my people and our land is my duty, my role. And as I have said, this area is now our domain, which means all those who fail to evacuate our invaders to be removed. But can't you do this peacefully? There has to be a way to. You really are naive, Ketchy. Harmonious coexistence is only chosen by those without the will to obliterate their foes. Consider how adjacent worlds are mutually exclusive, with borders established between them so that they cannot commingle. However, within the boundaries of a single world, the wishes of the people are as one and majority rules. Please understand that I take no joy in doing this. In fact, few individual members of our nation rejoice in it. However, collectively, things are different, and I shoulder all of my people's sentiments, for I must preserve order. The combined weight of the expectations is a spine-breaking burden, enough to warp any ruler into a monster. Don't you see? That is the world I represent. That is the system that governs me. That is how I achieve perfection, and that is how I will continue to bear these burdens for all time. For all time, you understand? Be gone with you, Ketchy. I have no use for a successor any longer.
Oh, man. I think he's actually just pushing him away now so he doesn't take up the burden.
But So this is it? This is what I was trying to become all along. Is this what it means to be a perfect ruler? I hate it. But I don't think this is the answer. If anything, this is my fault. I drove King Grummelkin to this.
They look like Muse when they're silhouetted. For many wishes of Grummelkin's people seem to take on a physical form and now float in the air behind him. It seems many a cat longed for a perfect ruler with limitless potential, with limitless strength. Sorry, I'm like autofilling a lot right now. While each wish was feeble on its own, collectively they formed a powerful force capable of transforming Grummelkin.
What I wanted, what I really wanted was... So this is happy power. It's beautiful. Smiles really are powerful, huh? I wonder if my magic tricks could create hair like this too. Abracadabra, magical magic. 3, 2, meow. Listen up, everyone. I have a request. I want you to lend me your strength.
What's going on?
I know it looks like there are two of me, but what you're seeing there is a cat I wanted to become. The perfect ruler. Excluding the missile and laser beam eyes and stuff. I just mean some cat who doesn't rely on anyone.
Is that truly your ideal, Ketchy? Even without the missiles, it's hard to swallow. I mean, you just gotta swallow it anyways, right?
I guess so. I really thought the great magic was the key to keeping our homeland safe. So I think, deep down, I too wanted our ruler to be this way. Powerful enough to protect our nation from devastation, from any threat to our nation, and help it prosper. But I don't feel that way anymore. I'm listening to my heart, and it's definitely changed its tune. Scaring people, even felines, out of their wits was never what I had in mind when I started learning magic tricks. I wanted to thrill people, to excite and delight. That's the magic I truly believe in.
Ketchy. Then, this body double of yours is not truly your ideal. That's not what you aspire to be.
Yep. That I've seen it for myself. I know for sure. It also helped me realize what I really wanted to achieve in life.
And that is?
We're here for you, Ketchy. If you want our help, I'm sure I speak for all of us when I say that we're happy to give it. But I don't think you should give up on your dreams you've had for so long. You can still be a good ruler. You just gotta think about what kind of magic you really want to use, and what kind of country you want your home to be. Thanks, Ryota. That means a lot.
You can count on me too. I'm looking forward to see what you're capable of, Ketchy.
Well, alright. I suppose I can't very well just spout book wisdom and then sit back and twiddle my thumbs. I'm going to follow my own path, wherever that leads. If reading can truly teach me anything and everything, then I should be able to contribute to your present struggle in some way.
Well, Toshta, are you gonna make another problem for us?
Of course you will. Right, Toshta?
Will I? Are you suggesting that I must take responsibility for my modifications? Because I'm not sure if I want to.
Okay.
Sure, but aren't you even a little curious to find out what made Ketchy turn down your offer to modify him? Well, you've got me there. I suppose you can count on me as well, then. Urisha too, of course. Answer me this. Do you truly think Ketchy stands a chance? You know better than anyone that who you're going up against, Ketchy. It is not for nothing that he is the ruler of an entire realm. This king possesses power infinite and almighty that we simply cannot hope to compete with. Did I say something amusing?
If you're wondering what made me laugh, you should know the answer to that already. I mean, isn't it why you're always so fond of laughing yourself?
What? Oh, he likes a challenge?
I laugh because I hope others will chuckle along with me. Kind of like laughing at yourself in a mirror. Don't you mean? It doesn't matter if you don't believe I can win, or if nobody else has faith in me, so long as I can believe myself. I know I can win because winning means something specific to me. Something different to what it means to you, I'll bet.
I see.
Come on, Tezcatlipoca, join us. If you do, I just know Ketchy will get you all the happy power you need.
Oh, and what makes you so sure of that, young Ryota?
Simple. It's episode 6 and running out of screen time. The more the merrier. If 2 heads are better than 1, then a dozen heads are even stronger.
I do like head. You intend to overpower Grimalkin with their superior numbers. While that is normally sound strategy, I don't think.
No, silly. Individuals are stronger because they're individuals. Ketchy has his strengths, and so does Aerthin. A group of his friends is stronger than an individual, but not because everyone's the same. It's because everyone's different. Everyone's feelings count, even if they're going in different directions. Like they say, sometimes things can be greater and stronger than the sum of their parts, and that goes for us too. Knowing that is what makes the difference between a mob and a group of friends. It'll be the secret of our success.
Very well, my friends. You have made your point clear. I shall gladly join you to this endeavor, but I will say this. The victory condition you have realized for yourself requires to venture out onto a real battlefield. What's more, this battlefield can only be found in the depths of hell. There will be those who seek their salvation in your progress, and you will doubtless help them. The greater your numbers grow, the more powerful you'll become, and the more chaos you'll inevitably cause. That is war, my friends. It grows more fervently in blood with each passing hour. The battle that awaits you will be terrible. Both sides will use dirty tricks to increase their numbers. This creates weaknesses, and weaknesses can be exploited. This applies to everyone, regardless of how strong their forces may be. And you should know that those who know us do not.
Sorry, Tezcatlipoca, but I kind of tuned that in the middle of it. Seriously, Tezcatlipoca, you are saying way too much for what is essentially a very basic sentiment. You're really making sense. Anyway, let's just do this. Why isn't someone with you, Aerthin? That's a good question. I'll be there when you need him most. Great. That's the way he missed my big magic trick. It's kind of neat how they became friends. It's like that. There's barely any intro to them, and then they're just like, oh yeah, we're friends. I guess they're just that natural of a pair. Anyway, this festival is getting a bit chaotic. It's time for us to get things back under control. Now, first things first. We need to evacuate the customers. I'll use my magical magic to get them to safety.
That sounds like a waste of effort to me. Or not be better to simply turn this battle into a spectacular magic show? I think that would be much more efficient, don't you, Vidra? just being extra again. I mean, he's usually not that talky, but for some reason he was going through a whole monologue about very basic warfare strategy gems.
Master Hogan, the preparations for a full-scale evacuation have been completed. We should act now while the staff were.
Hold on, Tajiharu. Something's coming. It's making my hair stand on end. What was that? Let's pitch in, Verita. Perhaps if we do a good job, it will help relieve this weight in my chest. Ready. Here we go. Engrave my name of Tashta onto thee. Form shift. Prepare for Creator's Vengeance. Okay, there's Moon. Vrita going spread eagle. Seemingly taking his cue from Tashta's call, Vrita launches himself into the air and begins to dance, growing longer and longer. Until he is able to encircle you, your friends, and Grimmelkin, effectively creating a wall between you and the Festival of Wars. Are you making a battle zone in here?
What is this? Foolish tinkerer. You think yourself clever enough to trap me?
I think I just did. Anyway, now that the stage is set, and the show can go on. Excellent.
This is our chance, Kenshi. Time to use my secret artifact to chill out the crowd. You can do that?
You said we're gonna pull off this magic ship as a team, right? There's not a doubt in my mind that we can do just that.
Now listen up, peeps. I've got some words for your ears. A real festival show special. Roar to the moon! Keep your eyes peeled and your faces to the stage, because a real magic show is about to start! People of the audience, my apologies for starting you, but the show must go on. You have nothing to fear. Simply sit back, enjoy, and be amazed at my greatest magic trick yet. Huh? More magic? Are you, like, saying this was all part of the show?
I mean, it was pretty warm and stuff, but I guess that's just how magic goes. I feel like this shtick of, like, you know, oh yeah, it was just, you know, part of the event, and there was no actual fight going on. It happens a lot with these mobs, these events.
Yep. See? Make the impossible possible.
Alright, Kaito. Hey, they're actually buying it. Nice one, Licho. You earned yourself a petting spree.
A petting spree? You can't just say things like that in front of everyone. It's meant to be between you and me and the moon. I mean... Look, all I did was calm the crowd down a notch. The rest is up to you, Kenshi. Wow them with your magic. Right. I can do this. It would seem that this is the time to fulfill my role in this. To the battlefield I march! Try whatever folly you like. It won't make a difference. A whisker of a difference. Grimmelkin beam! Watch and learn, my friends. It's time I show you what this body is truly capable of. This will be just like playing at the shooting stall. All the prizes will be mine. Dark reflection.
Clouds of smoke rise around Tezcatlipoca, throwing the laser beams off their course. The few that do reach him merely bounce off the mirror he carries.
You think you can best me with just smoke and mirrors? Crooked missile!
The path less walked, the path down which my friend should go. Show me the answers I seek! Centuries of Nostradamus!
I've got it! Jump to your 3 o'clock to dodge, then run and duck after 2 seconds.
Following the instructions from Furufumi's sacred artifact, you and your friends managed to avoid every single missile with flawless precision.
It worked! I'm so glad you're here, Furufumi. We're almost there. What's that frown all about, Arthur?
Well, this is great, everyone's searching in, but something's still missing. What are you waiting for, little Salmon? Hey, it's Mr. Mononobe. And he just broke out from there.
Have no fear. Your little Solomon is here. Much my apologies for the delay, Master. Catchy, my friend. Shall we?
Oh, they're friends. With that, you and your friends begin advancing towards Grimmkin. However, before you reach him, Catchy jumps out in front.
Oh, now this is a surprise. The intent to challenge me, Catchy. So, I would be more than happy to give you a taste of the weight of responsibility that comes with the throne. Thanks, but no thanks. That's not what I want. Now, prepare yourself, for you're about to witness my greatest magic trick of all. 3, 2, engrave my name of Catchy onto thee. Rexphilium!
I just realized, are we seriously having 2 battles in a single episode? It's a bit different, but okay. Oh, I guess not. Yes, we're going directly into part 3 of episode 6. You say that Discord has an API outage at the moment. Well, hopefully it gets fixed soon, but I'm surprised it's still not fixed. I guess that means we'll just have to do people do without Discord. Watch paint dry, touch grass, I don't know. King Grimmkin can do anything. And that's part of the reason why I've always respected him so much.
He rules our nation in his own 2 paws, and has protected our land and people through thick, fur, and thin. He doesn't need help doing it either. He's always majestic and never fails to be strong. He's inspiring even when he's standing still, with his whiskers fluttering in wind. On top of that, he works throughout the day, even during catnap hours, and whenever everyone is asleep. Holed up in his castle, he thinks of nothing but the welfare of our people. That's why I admire him so much. How can I not? He's always been the most irreplaceable member of our community.
How he would disagree with you.
But I have to admit, I worry about him sometimes. He works non-stop, through sunrise and sunset, twilight and dawn. Does he ever sleep? And, you know, to be perfectly honest, that's part of the reason why I don't actually want to release him. Never did, really. But then that begs the question, what do I really want? And come to think of it, why did I decide to put all that effort into learning magic tricks? Why do I even want to become the king? What kind of king do I truly aspire to be? Perhaps tonight, by the lights of the full moon, I'll finally find my answers. Is that all we got? You cannot hope to protect our people with such weakness, Ketchy. What did you expect? I'm invincible. I am almighty. I am everything my people desired of me. This new form of mine is truly a gift. With this, I'll be able to work through moonlit nights and afternoon sunshine alike. Now, be a good and run along, Ketchy. None of your attacks will ever truly land. You cannot win. Yeah, he's right. I can't even get close to try and hit him, no matter how hard I try. I did warn you, Ketchy. The current king will inevitably be stronger than his successors are until he is replaced by him. Until that occurs, you simply cannot compete with him. Especially since, in addition to his own powers, he now possesses the might of both the moon and the sun of Devaloka. With the Soma, that is. So, what will you do, ally of my other half? What tricks do you have up your sleeve? Psst. Hey, do you think they can hold off their attacks for about a minute, Ayrton? Leave it to me. Oh, is this a challenge, human? I really don't think that's true. What now? Master, Ketchy, let me help. There's someone. Little Salmon, Arathon. As you and Little Salmon link hands, a shadow begins to shape itself into the silhouette of a second sword. Now you hold two glittering blades, one in each hand. Your combined glow is strong enough to throw your surroundings into sharp relief. Are we doing Double Dragon again? Yeah, it is. You think two swords will serve better than you better than one? You cannot hope to compete with the ruler of the Fairy Realm. Do not forget, the combined rules of Tirnanog and Devaloka have made me an immortal king. What's more, I have the combined protection of the full moon of Walpurgis night and the sun of Devaloka upon me. And yet, it is most strange. Why do those blades of yours, or one of them at least, look so familiar? What's that? I know what to do now. My body's taking charge. Take that! Twin glowing swords cut through the air, but only one of them carries the rule of Tirnanog. It is that which can divine even the barest of weaknesses, capable of piercing the defenses of even the impenetrable evil eye, obscured as it is by the cloud of smoke. The other blade, meanwhile, originates from Devaloka. It is that which can sever the cycle when wielded by one who has slipped through the looping chains of eternity. So he's able to use because he's using Double Dragon, he's being able to use two rules at once right now. I think that's how it works. It is that which it severs who has slipped through the looping chains of eternity. Okay. Combined, these glowing blades can pierce through the very heart of stars and bring new light even when the moon and sun hang in the sky together. I cannot produce my missiles or my lazy beams. What is the meaning of this? Why are my new powers? Has the protection of the sun left me? Tashta's modifications are rapidly fading, as if having realized how improbable it is for the sun and moon to shine together, because his buff only lasts for one turn. Bereft of the power that has been wholly his own, Yorlton begins to panic. He should have only needed us to use his powerful magic to change the Ted spell, yet his attacks have inexplicably ceased.
New double dragon style cap hitting and severing reincarnation. I mean, it did pretty much sub everything, so reincarnation might be one of them. Ugh. Nice one. Guess that makes it my turn now, huh?
Hold on, Ryota. I need to be the one. I need to be the one to, you know.
I haven't forgotten. Don't worry. That's why my move will begin and end with this. I hope you're hungry, because I've got a giant catnip crumb fish stick with your name on it. Ultimate Supper!
Yeah, incredible.
Whoa, that thing's huge. So there's catnip in the breadcrumbs. It's headed straight for Grimmelkin.
Wow, Ryota! It'll be tough, but I think I know how to follow that. Engrave my name of Ketchy, future king of cats, unto thee. Rex Folium!
Huh? Where'd all these cats come from? Weird. Urge to pet rising. Gap from Tirnanog, developing rending reincarnation. Oh. Okay, are you like saying some sort of spoiler or something? I don't know. I don't know what gap means, but sure.
Meow.
To your amazement, dozens upon dozens of cats spring forth from Ketchy's shadow. They are the memories of all the cats with whom Ketchy spent the years leading up to his coronation ceremony. The multitude of thoughts within these cats seem to sweep toward Grimmelkin like an electric current.
What are you doing to me? Cease this folly at once. You dare turn against your king?
Wait, this is the wrong voice.
You dare turn against your king? You must know that I am invincible. You made it so. And the moon is still on my side, even if the sun has left me. Moreover, I still have the longevity granted to me by the Soma. No matter what attacks you throw at me, I shall. This isn't an attack, Grimmelkin. Come on, everyone. Let's help the king get his fur under control with a good old-fashioned group grooming session. Is that catnip? Nice little catnip. And fish. Fishy fish. Is this a joke? Cease! And sister once, I command you. Tickling is my outlaw. No, stop. Unless maintain my regal bearing. How is this possible? I thought I was the only one shouldering the will of my people. And yet... I spent a lot of time talking to cats individually. I really got to know them on a personal level. And you know what? A lot of them had in common. They're for the king. For you. They could see how hard you worked for them. They wanted to make us happy. And we wanted the same for you. But we were the ones laughing while you were always frowning. I see. So that is what my people wish for individually. It is. You have to remember, we're not just your people. We're a bunch of individuals whose thoughts can't be summed up. I mean, we're cats. We change our minds every other second, and we all have our own ideas. Your prayers come from the combined wishes of every cat, but many of us never wanted this outcome at all, including me. You told me to leave. You said you wanted to use your modified body to rule Olin forever. But you were just trying to protect me, weren't you? You thought you could save me from having to share your fate by keeping the burden all to yourself. That kind of kindness is super rare, and I want you to know that I really, really respect you for it. Let me ask you something, Kitchi. As future king of cats, I pray you'll answer me honestly. In what direction will you take our proud nation? What is the path you seek to follow? What are you doing now? You'll see. 3, 2... Meow! Ta-da!
Grinning from ear to ear, Ketchy produces a single flower, seemingly out of thin air, and presents it to Gribblekin.
This is my magic. It's not at all the great magic you wield, but a copycat version made possible through harmless trickery. Magic. Real magic really isn't my thing, and I've been long aware that magic tricks can't compete with that kind of power. So, I studied magic tricks for a reason. I wanted to excite people and make them smile. But you know, I almost forgot that somewhere along the way. I'll never be you, Gribblekin. But what I can do is make you and a bunch of other people laugh. It might not sound like much, but it can create smiles and laughter. That's my magic. Also, I've been thinking, no one cat should have to struggle night and day to keep people happy. So, from now on, I want us, all of us, to work paw in paw to make a real place where laughter can always be heard and smiles never fade.
The moment Ketchy finishes his pronouncement, Gribblekin bursts into a fit of joyous laughter. And as he does,
happy power? But how?
Ketchy rolls around to face the audience, only to find himself awash in a thunderous roar of applause pouring forth from a sea of smiling faces.
Look, King Gribblekin. Everybody's...
He's gone. But as Ketchy turns back to face Gribblekin, he finds that the old king has disappeared. Guess, the night of thing, wonder something, I forgot what it's called, is done.
Your Majesty.
Ketchy pauses to wipe out the corners of his eyes with the back of his paws, before turning his attention to the audience. He flashes them a Cheshire grin as he addresses them.
Dear audience, I hope you have enjoyed the show. If any of my tricks have displeased you, I humbly beg for your forgiveness.
Yeah, like the person who literally got punched in the gut, or got a laser shot at them.
I hope you can put into your residual anger or hard feelings aside. The time you have spent in this illusory wonderland will surely fade into little more than a pleasant summer's eve's dream. If you have gotten so much as a chuckle or a whisker twitch of amusement out of this tomfoolery, then I have done my part. That concludes tonight's performance. May you all wake from this charmed sleep with smiles on your faces. Meow.
Ketchy's closing speech is met with another round of applause. For a moment, he stands tall and proud before the audience. Then he performs a sweeping bow, bending so low that his whiskers brush the stage floor. And with that, the final day of Little Tina Dog's summer festival draws to close. But the night has just begun. The relaxing fairy springs yet await.
Meow.
Happy Illusion, the Festival of Magic Hijinks. Proceed to Epilogue.
Spoiler!
I'm kidding, they literally just said that. I don't know what it's going to entail. But yes, we are going to be seeing a fairy tale, a fairy spring scene soon. Based on what they previewed in like chapter 5, I think. We will not be covering the epilogue, part 1. The epilogue is also quite long, so oh boy. Catchy. You've reminded me of why I became so passionate about modifying people in the first place. I just couldn't bear to watch the weakness claim the life of another of my dear darling children. I convinced myself that was my only motivation, but in truth, my desires to modify began even before their deaths. You see, it was difficult to watch my children pass up on things they wanted to do simply because of some inherent shortcoming. What's more, I knew that even the sun and moon, permanent fixtures of the sky though they may seem, are not truly everlasting. After all, I had seen the world reset numerous times. The sun and moon would fall, reducing all to nothingness, and then the world should begin anew as if for the first time. The world reset? Okay, he's probably not talking about Tokyo. He's probably talking about his own world. I guess they have their own resets in their own world too. In Devaluka. That's the world of Shiva the Destroyer, Vishnu the Creator, and Brahma the Maintainer, something like that. So, yeah, the reincarnations and cycling is part of their shtick. As a what's called Prisma mentioned earlier. The world rose and fell in much the same way as dynasties rise and fall. We divas seek eternity in a world's occurring cycle. In that sense, we have much in common with the fairy folk. However, time still flows within the rivers of eternity, and so that which is lost is simply replaced by something similar. You learn to pretend that the replacement never occurred, that the world itself is unfazed, continue on as if nothing has changed. However, while the world might have been indifferent and considered the replacement close enough, it wasn't nearly the same thing for me. I created Viritra to fill the gaping hole left in my heart by my dead son. I improved and modified him so that my son's weakness, which had cost him his life, would not be in him to anyone else. This creation would have seemed a perfect substitute. But I could not forget that replacement, and replaced had been two different people. What? I could not forget that replacement and replaced had been two different people. What? Okay. I realized then that this was why everyone chose to feign ignorance. For it is truly bliss. They want to believe that their ideal reality cannot simply continue unbroken throughout the cycles. Simply continues unbroken throughout the cycles. Even if it is a lie. Even if they know, deep down, that their paradise is nothing more than an illusion. Yet if the sun always shone in the sky, one would never know the pallid beauty of the moon. And if moon did not sleep during the day, one would never know the warmth of the sun. The happiness of new beginnings cannot exist without the sadness of farewells. The other divas know this, of course, and yet still they chose to believe the lie. For they did not want to face the end of those whom they had loved, preferring to believe they would meet again someday. That is why everyone clung to the cycle, even me. I only know of a single person who is able to truly face letting go of things. Speaking of which... Is it us? It's probably us somehow. It's usually us. Viritra, do you know to whom your rule, governing the life-creating primordial waters, originally belonged? Varuna, the first Naga, companion of the Meritarian Makra and ruler of all Devaluka. Okay, so his son, your rule, yeah, his son was Varuna, or at least that's the impression I'm getting. But by Varuna's own hand, the infinite ruling power is broken up and relinquished to various divas, followed by the world's faith. Love was the last part to go before Varuna disappeared to Shiva. After all I've been through now, I find myself wishing that I could talk to Varuna. I'd be interested to hear what the first Naga was thinking in those final days. Yeah, Happy Illusion, the Festival of Magic Hijinks. Epilogue. Geronimo! Ready, set, jump. Stop! We are here to perform solemn rites of ablution, not splash water around water like... This one is definitely going in the group photo album. Ryota, put that camera away at once. This is not the place for... Who keeps flashing me? Can't go. This is so cool. Look at all these people. So many friendly faces, and plenty of new ones too. Yeah, lots of people here. I think I should go say hi to some of them. Hey, over there, isn't that? Ugh. Oh wow, he's actually saying words for once. Hey look, another character that is being translated before his actual event has been translated that he was releasing. Ugh, this feels great. We should have made Yule come with us. He could have used a good soak. You know, he doesn't like to be reminded of our homeland. I'm sure he would have enjoyed it if we forced him to come. But I, for one, am glad I joined you, Krampus. This place really is full of nostalgia for us, isn't it? Although, while I do enjoy the refreshing chill of the spring, I can't help but feel like something's missing. The real reason, by the way, is because Gamma did not try Yule. That's always the reason. If they say that, you know, oh yeah, he couldn't come, ask yourself, are they a Gamma? If so, then they didn't want to draw them a new skin. That's why they're not there. Every single time. Of course. A sauna. What better way to warm up after a good swim? We should set up a sauna right next to the spring. Hold your horses, Dante. You can't just start building saunas and changing the festival event to suit your tastes. The common folk are in awfully high spirits, though I suppose it's only natural after a spectacle like that. We cannot help but mourn the end festivities and feel lonely in the ensuing quiet. Our souls burn with the need to breed. I would rather not return to my hoard alone this night, so I shall seek out a few willing concubines to fill my empty chambers. Very forthcoming. Lots more of the coming, less of the forth. Flock to me, my prey, and be hunted. I shall fill you with my seed until you are sated. Feed me, please. Gamma come back, he has a stalker to deal with. Yeah. Temujin really trying to push the limit on this one. I don't know, Temujin. I can barely be sated. Look at that. He got a bunch. Oh, you're so cool, Temujin. My body is ready. My body is ready. Please fill me with your seed. Arms full of his willing prey, the lupine Tyrian turns to smirk at the person beside him. As for you, New Blood, isn't it about time you stop treading water and start following the ways of our guild? I hope you don't think you can fail to pillage when you have the opportunity and still call yourself a member of the invaders. Of course, if you need help learning how to capture and please your prey, I'd be more than happy to teach you. Look at this fuckboy. He's got charm and he knows it. Don't be ridiculous, Temujin. I have no need for such indecent company. How does that sound again? I have no idea. Not ringing any bells. Now, where has Licho gone off to? Tonight is about training, her assistance, the hardness of youth. Licho, it's time to train. I can teach you a thing about hardness of youth. Temujin really trying to narrate that. Well, I tried. He should at least pretend to have something in common with our guild. Anyone would think he's a spy. Oh? I apologize for the delay, my master, but I've arrived at last. Master, where are you? Let's call him Mercy-san. I am also forgetting his voice. You there, Temujin. I've got my eyes on you. You had better not to be planning on anything against my master again. I mean, I've got 2 holes, just saying. Tashta, is that you, my friend? I did not expect to meet a fellow wanderer here of all places. Jacob, this is a surprise. How have you been? The traveler buddies. No complaints here, but I've been traveling far and wide, so it's like this is just what I needed. That's good to hear. It's nice to see you enjoying yourself, old friend. I really respect you, you know. You're a true wanderer, unlike me. You rarely ever wind back in your old haunts. That's kind of you to say, but you mustn't put yourself down. On another note, has something changed? You seem different. You think so? Different how? Well, normally you'd ask me if you can modify my eyes within the first 5 seconds of our meeting. I see that has changed. Oh, I see what you did there with that pun. Actually, that reminds me. There's someone wanting you to talk to you. Sorry to cut this short, Jacob, but I'll find you again later. Not to worry, Tashta. You do what you need to do. Bulge. Hey. Mind if we have a chat? Just the two of us, Alton. Tashta. Sure, just let me tell the group. You don't mind waiting, do you? Of course not. But just so you know, you don't have to worry. I'm not planning on trying any funny business. I really do just want to talk to you. What's up, Tetsuya? Why are you all looking at your dagger like that? It reacted just now, when someone passed by. I felt some kind of vibration through it, like a shiver. No, that can't be right. Maybe I just imagined it. Maybe it's just surprised to see you here, Tetsuya. I know, I am. Just came along to scope out who's running this festival gig. But my place is in Kabukicho, and that's never going to change. Not even if everyone else left. Even now, I'm there in spirit. The nighttime breeze sure is nice. And the view from here is out of this world. Literally. When I travel around, visiting different places, I can't help but compare them to my homeland. Sometimes I end up feeling a bit homesick, and even yearning to go back home. That's probably why I chose to be a traveler. The idea of going round and round the world, like the artist around the sun, only to end up back home again. I think that appealed to me. And by home, I mean Kamata, which might as well be my homeland now. Do you know what I mean, Arton? Kinda, maybe? I guess you're not the type to look back, huh? A real forward thinker, I can tell. Huh? You don't have any memories of your past? Of in your family? Wow. That means... Never mind. For some reason, I suddenly feel a few decades older. Now, I know you have your fair share of problems, but just be glad you're still young and carefree. I'm not sure what he's alluding here. Maybe it's like Verdun or something. Okay, Grandpa, whatever you say. But you're still a student, right? Can't be that old. That's the thing about being a transient, right? Time and age aren't as straightforward. So I am a student, but I'm also a father who gives birth to many children. Something like high school daddy extraordinaire. Oh wait, you're giving birth? Oh, you mean metaphorically? All of my children are the beloved spawn of my womb. Right, Vrita. I gave birth to them and raised them up in my image. We might not be connected to them by blood, but something even stronger links us. As if in response to this last statement, Burrito opens his mouth wide, revealing a cavernous space within his body. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Mishusu's thing, not yours, but okay. Can you imagine being bored by this? No, that's someone else's world. What it's like to create someone so precious, so irreplaceable. Only to learn the pain of losing them. When you've been through it once, you come to fear it all the more. I sincerely hope you never experience something like this yourself. But I'm sure you must know something of loss. Am I correct?
Sorry. I'm really not trying to frighten or upset you. But I guess that doesn't mean much coming from someone who kept trying to force his modifications onto you, huh?
That's not true. You're pushy, but never actually forced anyone. It was a little scary, though.
You're too kind, Addison. I don't want to impose, and I might not make a lot of sense, but would you be willing to listen to what I have to say? You see, as a parent, I've always wanted my children to be able to choose their own paths. I might question them a little, just to make sure they're confident in the decision, but if they are, then that's that. However, if they were unsure, I always thought it best to give them a time to puzzle out their decision. Whatever that cost me, I'm willing to do it. All I wanted was to reassure them and tell them that it was okay to take their time.
Oh, Tashta.
More than anything, I wanted to be the home that my children could come back to whenever they wished. So, if you ever find yourself at a loss, Addison, just so you know, you're free to come all over me. I'll wipe away your cum and hold you tight. Of course, I know you have dozens of other people you could go to, but they might not be available when you need them. I will be waiting for you in Kamata. You can count on that, when you have nowhere else to turn. I hope you will think of me. Kamata is my home now, and I always end up there at the end of a journey. So, come calling if you need me, eh? Okay? I mean, I've got to make this incident to you up to you somehow. Maybe I could put in a good word for you with the crafters. Anyway, that's all I had to say. You probably need some time to think it over, so bye for now, Arthur.
You totally worked there last time in Crafters Chapter 9. Oh, is it time already? Guess gotta see Mr. Manabe. And before food for me. It's late. A few of the stalls have already packed up and left, but many of the festival goers aren't quite ready to go home, and the festival's after party is still in full swing. Mr. Mononobe is standing exactly where he said he would be, smoking a cigarette and waiting for you.
Over here. I'm glad you came. Is something wrong, Arthur?
Something must have happened to make you regress to your elementary school days. What's more intimate to you guys? Would you rather hug a stranger or hold their hand? Not like shake it, but like actually, side to side hold their hand. Like, which would you think it would be, more extreme in terms of intimacy? Smiley warmly, Mr. Mononobe reciprocates your action. Because it's like you can hug a stranger after some conversation, but like holding hands, it's like, see, that's what I mean, right? It's like, oh, split decision. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Because like you can hug people after you get to know them, your friends, but you wouldn't really hold their hands, right? But I might differ in Japan.
If I had to guess, I'd say you're feeling a little lonely. That's okay. Everyone has days like that. I'm sure it's even harder for someone without a past to lean on. All you have to is the people you met since coming to Shinjuku. Do you remember the day you transferred, Arthur? From the moment I met you, I knew that you would fit right in. That Shinjuku Academy would be a place you could call home. I had hoped to always be there to watch over you, but I'm afraid I've been feeling the effects of my age a lot of late. So it's important to me that I take these opportunities to spend time with you when they present themselves. On that note, let's walk around a bit, shall we? The festival might be drawing to a close, but there's still plenty to enjoy. If you're hungry, I'll buy you some snacks. Candied apples, corn dogs, whatever you're in the mood for. Together, the two of you walked around the festival venue, enjoying the cool night of the air and each other's company, and vainly wishing that the night might go on forever. Whoops. Is that time? Looks like we missed out on taking a dip in the Fairy Springs with everyone. Well, we could go, just the two of us, if you're up for it. What do you say, Harrison? Want to go skinny dipping with your teacher? I was thinking I'd like to splash around with you at some point. He made it look so much fun. See, with parents, you can get away with both hugging them and holding their hand because it's normal in both senses. But, you know, this game is like muddling up the difference between dad and daddy, so. The springs, which had been so full of people mere hours ago, seem somehow colder and lonelier now that it's just the two of you. Goosebumps rise along your skin as you slide against each other. I enjoy festivals, but they always seem to end just a little too soon, don't they? It's a similar feeling to watching students graduate, and it only gets harder the older you get. You must have been through a lot. Yes, well, you try and tell your things like, haven't you been through this enough times to not cry by now? But it just doesn't work, because nothing compares to watching my students grow. Nothing has ever made me happier. Remembering all the good times we've had together is what makes it hard, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share this with you today, Arthur. It means more than I can say. I'll never forget all the memories you've made together in Shinji Academy. I've seen you laugh and cry. I've watched you grow more confident in yourself, and surround yourself with your good friends. Each of these memories is a treasure that will support me for years to come, as I come all over you. I hope you can say the same, and I hope that today will be added to your memory bank for treasures. Foreshadowing for the whole thing that happened in Chapter 10. Knowing that would bring me a lot of joy, or Chapter 11 rather. What's that face for, Arthur? There's no need to frown. Listen, why don't I let you in on a secret of mine? I'm much older than you. So it only makes sense for me to move on first, don't you think? Oh no! He's foreshadowing Chapter 11! No! 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 Don't disappear me! Don't move on! No! For a moment, he looks surprised on Mr. Rose as he realizes your change in expression. I know, don't disappear. Then he surprises you by breaking out into a grin and giving you a look that seems to say, I've never seen you look at me like that before. Sorry. No, seriously, it came before Chapter 11? That's even more heartbreaking. No! No! It's not an illusion, it's a reference. It's a foreshadowing. That's too sad. Also, hello, Irby. / name taker. I can't believe Mr. Mononobe is Mr. Monono. But what rhymes with but is actually like dead. I don't know. Monono bash. Monono bang. Mono. You know what? Forget it. The joke's done. Let's go on to part 2 now. I think there were 3 parts to this epilogue, so this is actually quite a long epilogue. And we're already past 2 hours. Damn. Your DMs are working? Damn. I actually replied to your last message, but anyways, the thing about Final Fantasy, we'll have time to play it. We'll have plenty of time to play together once we actually start playing, so no worries about the fact that we haven't played together yet. But yeah, that is too sad. Mr. Mononobe. Oh! Tokyo Casino would like to thank its customers for participating in the Festival of Little Tirnanog. There's a name now suddenly. We hope you have enjoyed your stay. As of this moment, all festival activities have been concluded. Please make your way towards the exit. Our staff will be waiting to escort you up to surface level. We wish you a pleasant evening. So, tell me, how did you enjoy the show I prepared for you, my friend? You arranged all that for me? I've seen better performances from untrained monkeys. You say that, but I know you got something out of it. After all, I believe this little spectacle served to prove that your relationship with your grandchild need not be reduced to a fight to the death. Let me ask you something. How would you feel if I were to give you a life lesson like that? Why, naturally, I would laugh hard enough to drown out my anger. You're a bastard, you know that, but I like you enough to kill you with my own 2 hands, and that's a compliment. In fact, if you ever kick the bucket, I think I'd actually go out of my way to lay a bunch of flowers on your grave. Ah, they're friends / not friends. Ah, nothing lasts forever. Maybe those puffed off folks who call themselves our fellow world reps don't get that, but we do, don't we? By the way, what the hell is going on with that body of yours? Since when did you get so short, Scallypoke? He's actually fleshy form. Okay, sure, why not? I mean, he's better that way anyways. I guess his old body was like whatever. Or is undergoing maintenance since he got more happy there. I hope no one's forgotten anything, because we'll be leaving very shortly. Shiro, can you chill? Some of us aren't in a rush to go home, you know? I just wish this festival was a month long at least. Sometimes it surprises me how little you've changed since our elementary school days can go. So what? Change isn't always a good thing. You're way more fun back then. I don't know. I think there is such a thing as too much fun. I'm pooped. I'm gonna take a nap when I get to Sasago's place. Speaking of which, how are you getting home, Hanuman? Is it really alright for you to come to Shinjuku with us? They're like mutually admiring each other without being friends. They're like colleagues in the highest sense. Accessing conversation log. Information retrieved. Hanuman will stay at our safe house tonight and go home tomorrow afternoon. What? In the afternoon? I hope you're not planning on skipping school, Hanuman.
Okay, Akio, you can do this. Take it nice and slow. One step at a time. Wouldn't want to spill any fishies. This festival has been so much fun. I'm gonna fold up my yukata and keep it nice for next time. Straight.
Devil! You'll leave those water balloons alone. My apologies. It seems I was lost in thought. And now I realize I was staring at you. Sorry, it just struck me how much you've grown, Nathan. It's been busy. Was he calling me a water balloon? What? It's been a busy couple of days, hasn't it? Taking part in this festival has been a valuable experience. I think we've all grown. Did anyone see her click? Yo, Tuck, quit taking photos and help us pack, and change out of your happy coat already. Jeez, Ryota, gotta move on. Well, I'm not in a rush to leave either. Sorry, I don't want to get hold up on it. I don't want to hold anyone up, but this festival's just been too much fun. I'll go change now. This way, please. The bus is over here. Thank you so much for the shaladdle. Sorry to have you shuttle us back and forth like this.
Oh, I won't hear a word of it, Shiro. I can't have my beloved liege resorting to public transport like a commoner.
That's nice to be friends with rich people. I wouldn't know that.
Speaking of which, here are my liege. A box of Tirlanog's finest pastries, topped with gold leaf.
Oh my gosh, Hawkman is too nice. To me, not to everyone else. You also have even more luggage now, and your goldfish will be much safer on the bus than in a crowd train. I will drive with this care to ensure that they keep swimming for years to come.
Shalom! model? Do you have to be so perfect? You're already leagues ahead of me in Guardian points.
Hey, how's everyone going? Leaving so soon? Nicho, we'll miss you. What a day, huh? Tonight's performance was a real hit. Talk about going out with a bang. Anyway, just thought I'd come by and say goodnight. Everyone from Umamisha's still getting ready to head out. Wait. Oh, come on. I've been looking all over you. You'd better have all your stuff to... You sleep? Whatever. So I'm sleepy. Hey, Licho, can you show me how to do that goldfish catching technique from earlier? It was so cool! No problem. Check this out. Triple lightning strike waterfall stream. How's that? Want more? I've got more. I really wish I could roll my R's, because Licho rolls his R's. And also because rolling your R's is cool.
Oh, Lichu, I'm gonna make sure I get these fishies twice as the size now that they are twice the size they are now by our next meeting.
That's the spirit, yo. Take it right. Man, I miss you guys. I wonder if there's another festival coming up.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Oh, that reminds me. What happened with the happy bar? Did we collect enough? I don't know. But there's a huge pile of happy coats waiting to be put away. So, you are concerned for my welfare after all, my friends. Well, worry not. Scallyboka, does this mean you got a new body? Okay.
What the heck? You're plushy again, so it didn't work. What are you laughing for then?
Because he's a show-off, obviously. That new body of his simply used up too much power and needed to be overhauled. That's our super drill for you. He never forgets the showmanship for a moment. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you on behalf of our Yogi Academy for making this festival such a fun experience. Hey, same here. Take care of Tez, would you? Oh, there's no need to worry about me. My body can be repaired now that we know its limits. In fact, the next time we meet, I shall be Tezcatlipoca as you've never known me before. Super ultimate Tezcatlipoca too! I like this game's humor sometimes. Very often, actually. So you had best be prepared for and in good health. Take care, my friends. And my other half, my rival. Right. You too. Catch you later. Wait, can I pet you before you go? Ah, very well. I shall allow it. Stroke me, if you will, and know that my fluffy majesty is eternal. Now, I believe you inquired about the status of our Happy Party collection. To be frank, I have so much stored up that we don't know what to do with it. But we'll figure something up, don't you worry. Tashta! I think I kind of had to worry. Especially with that kind of fishy interruption. Surprised to see me? We couldn't go off without saying goodbye now, could we, Vitra? Anyway, you really don't have to worry. I've got the Happy Park controller. So, what are your plans after this, Tashta? Are you going to travel with Vitra again? Yep, our journey together has only just begun. I'm looking forward to seeing where it takes us. In that case, why don't you send postcard our way whenever there's a chance? We'd love to hear from you from time to time, and I figure your guild mates would appreciate it too. Right. I should probably update them more often, huh? Well, I figured the next discussion, I'll pop around and let them know. Maybe I'll even appear in an AR one time and have more voice lines than usual. I guess this is goodbye for now, huh? Well, see you later, Vitra. Stop licking me! That tickles. Oh good, you're still here. I got to be relevant still. Looks like I made it just in time. Good for me. Did you run all the way here? Most of the way. I have something for you, Arthur. Hold on, not this one. That's not it. Wait, sorry. I just have too many books in here. There, I patched it up as best as I could. It's not exactly pretty, but it's a lot sturdier now at least. Alright. You forgot about it, didn't you? It's the Book of Magic Tricks you bought, remember? Go on, take it. The Book of Magic Tricks? Cool. I guess Ketchy must have inspired you. Perhaps you'll put on a show for the class sometime soon, then. Mr. Manobe, are we heading home too? You better not pull a disappearing act on us. Sag. Yes, I think so. The festival's over, and I'll have a lot of homework to grade tomorrow afternoon. But don't you worry, we teachers won't be traveling with you. Miss Dees has kindly offered to take us back in her car. By the way, thank you for escorting them, Charlotte. I know they're in good hands with you. Of course. You can count on me to get them home safe, sir. I wonder where Ketchi's gone off to. I was sure he'd come see us off. I think my phone just buzzed. How
can Master still be saying his goodbyes? I've been waiting on the bus this whole time. I'm so lonely.
That's what I thought. Hey, little Salmon. That's Ketchy.
Hey, little Salmon. Huh? I wanted to come see you first before saying goodbye to the rest of the group.
Besties. Sorry for the wait, little Salmon. Didn't mean to make you feel left out. You got friends too.
Master! Ketchy! You came! I mean, I wasn't lonely at all. In fact, I'm used to being ignored all the time. It doesn't bother me one bit. But, well... I can't... I'm gonna miss you, Sketchy! Please don't forget about me! I want to come visit you again soon! I'm gonna miss you too. Both of you. I don't want you to go.
They're crying, hugging each other too. Remember this book, little Salmon?
For me? I don't.
Oh.
Hey, I know that book.
Oh? You do you?
I thought I'd try learning a few magic tricks of my own. Maybe I'll even become better than you one day. Oh, wow. You're going to learn how to do magic tricks too, Salmon.
You inspired him, Ketchy. Your magic tricks are just that special. You've given him a dream of his own. To be a level 3 magician.
Wow. I don't know what to say. Hey, Salmon. That book's actually really good. Stick to it and I bet you'll become a talented magician in no time.
Cat and goat homies. For real. A cat is fine too, and goatsy. With their powers combined, nothing is unachievable.
I'm already looking forward to seeing what you'll come with. You've got to give me a magic show next time we meet, okay? You got it, Ketchy.
Thank you for visiting Tokyo Casino. We will soon arrive at the level 1 front entrance. We hope you have enjoyed your stay and will visit visit again, please. Ciao. It's like I actually run out of oxygen sometimes when I talk so much. That makes it hard for me to say things properly. As you ride the elevator up to the surface level, you are treated to a special pre-recorded message, following the one by the casino's owner. I'll come in. Oh yeah, it was Chow. Oh, that was nice of her. Oh my gosh, Hakumen's so nice! She's so nice! To us, you know, no one else. So MC, gonna show us some new tricks you picked up from the book? No. I will now make this book float in the air. And it's just like little someone holding it up. I hope you enjoy the show. Metrics are just illusions, so they might not have the power to change the world. But they can do is change the audience's perspective. And that means so much more to me. I really hope you can visit us again soon. As a magician, bringing smiles and laughter is my pride and joy.
Yeah! I wish you pleasant dreams, my friends, and bid you good night, but not goodbye. I know we'll see you again soon.
Is there only 2 parts to the epilogue or 3 parts? I'm not sure. I thought it was 3 parts, but maybe not. With that, the recording fades into silence, heralding the end of the 3rd and final day of your stay in the casino. Several days later. Ryoto's pictures. And everyone being disproportionate because they're too lazy to see. Come on, come on. Even I can Photoshop this shit better. I guess, you know, they don't want to include any new images into this game, so they're actually just superimposing it, no filters or crops or anything. So many photos. You gotta make copies for everyone. Let's see. Don't quit your day job, Ryota. They're not the best photos. Oh, this one's from a goldfish catching competition, and this one was taken at the shooting stall. So many memories. And I'm not in a single one. What am I saying? I mean, that's just how it is. I was the one taking all the photos. When you think about it, that's still kind of a memory. Huh. Here, Ryota. You weren't waiting too long, were you? Marathon. You were so slow, I ended up pulling out all the photos I took during our weekend at Little Tirnanog end. Hold on a moment, Ryota. If you don't mind, there's something we'd like to discuss with you first. What do you mean? I thought... On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3! Take that! Surprise! Behold! A magic trick for the ages! Photographic phantasm! What the? Hold on a sec. My phone's buzzing like crazy. Wait. These are all from you guys. Fess up, Ryota. We knew you were so busy making sure you got snaps of us that you forgot to include yourself. So we decided to repay the favor by taking photos of you as well. It was Zarathan's idea, actually. I don't remember making this idea, but sure. I must say, I'm rather proud of this shot. What do you think, Ryota? You took our photos, so we took yours. Now we have enough for a whole photo album, and nobody's left out. Of course, my snaps are the best of the bunch, but that's only to be expected from a level 3 photographer. He did all this for me? I had no idea. When did you... How did you? Hey, you're not the only one with a camera. We couldn't make memories without you. That's what friends are for. Okay, stop equating friends with photos. Jesus Christ. You're talking like a fucking Facegrammer, Instagrammer. Or what people do these days, so it's pictures. I don't know. Arathan. Jeez. I can't believe this. Ryota? Holy moly, I'm so lucky. You're the best friends I could ever ask for. I love you all so much. Ryota's shout seems to linger in the air as he jumps from friend to friend, hugging each of you in turn and knocking several of your friends over in the process. Before long, the clear blue skies of Tokyo are ringing with laughter, as they often do when you and your friends spend an afternoon in each other's company. Meow, happy illusion, a Festival of Magic Hijinks. End. Okay, suppose the epilogue is only 2 parts then. Then that is it for this story portion of the stream. I will just head over to my guild now before giving my thoughts out. You know, if it ever loads. All right. So the main points of this part was part 6 was Ketchi's insistence with doing things on his own, allowing with Tashta's obsession was trying to modify the body, and we learned more about it in depth. Ketchi really just wanted to show himself as a king, which we knew that. I really do respect Ketchi's outlook and things, being able to handle things on his own. Even though his friends offered him, and people are always like, oh yeah, you know, you should always seek your friends. And I see the value in that for sure. But you know, Ketchi wants to demonstrate from his own merits, of his own worth and all that, and his own skills, and just some respect to that if he's trying to become something as grandiose as a king. And but he has a different kind of goal for being king, which was pretty neat. That he almost forgot. I feel like we all forget our goals sometimes when we work on it for years on end. And his goal was not just to replace Grimkin. He did not want to do that. He just wanted to become a king that could
change people's perspectives through magic tricks rather than be flashy with actual magic. And as for Tashta's little role, he seems to have an obsession with, trying to replace people's parts or enhance them in some way, because he doesn't. He also is buying in the lie of just people dying on him. His son died on him, and the cycle rebirthed him through Vritra, or at least part of him anyways, I guess. But it's not the same for him. So instead of just accepting that he went out of his way to enhance them, which is really sad, I can't really relate to that story as much as Kechi is, but it's still a bit more deep than I thought it would be for his. He did get relatively snubbed more than Kechi in the end, but he still had a good amount of discussion time, and I did like his pushy personality in terms of being pushy for the sake of the other person, for their benefit. I'm the kind of person that is kind of like, kind of wishy-washy, kind of hold my stance because no one's really pushing me to do anything. And I do things slowly if I do things on my own way, which is, I do things fine, like that Chi. But it's nice to have someone from the outside help you out with that kind of stuff. And as for the overall story, with them trying to get enough happy power, I don't know, it seems like they're foreshadowing something, but it's not like there's going to be a sequel to this in terms of what they're planning to do with that happy power. It's kind of bizarre, actually. It's like all this time you're obsessed with enhancing Tezcatlipoca's body, and then it's like, what happened to that? He's just going back to a smaller body? Okay, sure, it's cuter, but like, what about all that power? I guess they confirmed that he's going to be using that body from now on, and they know their limits to it and all that. Or at least the original, the second body he had, that was just his normal form again. Also, Balor's appearance is like, he had an AR, so I expected him to be in this event in the festival, but instead he was just like locked up the entire time, which is bizarre. So I'm not sure where that picture exactly is coming from in the AR, but okay, sure. But yeah, overall sentiments on this event, it was enjoyable. I think it was kind of annoyingly long, to be frank, but it was it wasn't like there was filler. There was good content all the way through, whether it was funny, just character building, or some amount of lore background. Yeah, a very well-rounded story. I just say the story could have been shorter. Events foreshadowing or introduce concepts of the main quest. Yeah, foreshadowing Mr. Mononobe's shtick with him disappearing from us. But yeah, also touching on, I guess, since Chapter 11 happened only after this event, it would also be touching on Devaloka's background in general, as well as, even hinting at Shiva's existence in terms of the last person to receive the last piece of Vanaspati, what is his name? I forget. But the last one who receives MC's love or something like that. But yeah, this, honestly speaking, this actually had a very solid backbone when it comes to relevance to the main scenario quest, even though it wasn't directly related to it. So it was pretty cool like that, and it looks like the water's running back on, so I'll just cut this short. Yeah, overall, I liked it a lot. Better than average in most events, but then again, most of the replays of events I've been playing have been better than average soon, so I think the stories are just getting better overall over time, even though these are like 2-year-old events. Anyways, that's it from me. Thank you for joining. I am going to turn off the stream since it's there's water now, and also the stream's done. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys most likely next weekend for a discussion on the new ARs and the EVOs that happen. So I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.